Today, we're looking at a problem that combines geometry and probability. It says the following. A pair of standard six-sided dice is rolled once. The sum of the numbers rolled determines the diameter of a circle. What is the probability that the numerical value of the area of the circle is less than the numerical value of the circle's circumference? We should start by identifying formulas for the area of a circle and for the circumference. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. Since we're looking at the diameter, I'm just going to write this formula in terms of d. The radius is just the diameter over 2. And then the circumference of a circle is just pi d. We are looking at the case when the area is less than the circumference. So that means that pi times d over 2 squared should be less than pi d. The area is going to be less than the circumference. And from here, I'm just going to simplify. All right, we know that these pi's are going to cancel, which means that we're going to just end up with this inequality. D over 2 squared is less than d. We get d squared over 4 is less than d. We can cancel a d from both sides by just dividing by d. And d is positive, the diameter, so we don't have to worry about changing this inequality sign. So d over 4 is going to be less than 1. Again, this just comes from dividing both sides by d. And then by multiplying both sides of this inequality by 4, we get that d is less than 4. So that tells us that the diameter of our circle has to be less than 4 in order for the area to be less than the circumference. Now, we just have to figure out the probability that the sum of the numbers that we get from rolling a pair of dice is less than 4. So this is where the probability portion of this problem comes into play. For a pair of dice, there aren't that many possibilities, fortunately. So if we roll a pair of dice, we get a sum that's less than 4 if the first roll is a 1 and the second roll is a 1. The other possibility is that the first roll is 2 and the second roll is 1. And the third possibility is that the first roll is 1 and the second roll is 2. So these are three possibilities where the sum of the two numbers we get from rolling a pair of dice is going to be less than 4. As you can see here, there are three possibilities. Three possibilities out of what, you may ask? Since the dice have 6 sides, the total number of possibilities is 36. This is just from 6 times 6. So that means the probability that the area is less than the circumference, I just wrote P here to represent this probability, is just going to be 3 over 36, which simplifies to 1 over 12. And this is the final answer. Here we are. When you're dealing with a problem with a lot of moving parts, it's best to just try to translate what the problem is asking you to find into algebra and go from there. At first, the condition that the area is less than its circumference, it seemed pretty abstract. But once we wrote that inequality, I should say, and simplified that, then the problem became a lot more manageable. Anyway, let me know if you feel the same, or if you have any comments or suggestions or feedback. I would love to hear that. But if not, thank you so much for watching this video until the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Have a wonderful day.